that slept with them, whatever. So
Right.
they really,
Okay, these the one who has actually is Zephyr. He's the male, the dominant, not dominant male, but he's the older male. This is brothers and sisters, Zephyr and where is she? Alewa. These two are litter mates. Okay, that's a younger brother. He was born 3 years later. His name is Nakai. So this is Zephyr, Alewa, and Nakai. We got them from. Now you can see why I say wolves do not make great pets. Okay? Believe it or not, I raised these guys. I can go in there. Okay? But I respect who they are and what they are. One, I would never bring food in there with me because that's definitely very dangerous because these are not dogs. These are wolves. Okay? And I understand that. Okay, but we did was I sat from the time they came. Nakai was 4 weeks old when he came to the Wolf Center. Zephyr and Alewa were 5 weeks old. Okay, I was one of the very fortunate people to raise them. We call the wolf nannies. We raised them in that little nursery there, and actually Nakai we raised in the house down there. And from the time they came, when the curator brought them back, they were born in Nevada at a facility, an educational facility, specifically licensed by the United States government to breed educational wolves. Okay, we do not breed educational wolves. We breed the endangered wolves. Okay, we have licenses to breed the endangered wolves, not educational wolves. That's why we had to go to a different facility. And from the time we got them, they were born April 20th. Alewa and Zephyr were born April 20th, 2011. April 13th, 2014, Nakai was born. Okay, and when we got them, our curator picked them up and brought them here. There was a human being with these guys from the time they arrived here, which was before Memorial Day weekend, all through the summer when they were released. They're actually put into this enclosure here, their home, permanent home here. There was a human nanny with them 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. So I had the awesome challenge and the awesome experience of sleeping with these guys, feeding these guys, playing with these guys. I'm a musician, so I played my recorder for them, and I read to them. We went through 3 different pools. Why did we go through 3 different pools? It was plastic, and guess what? They played with the pool as if it was a piece of wood or something. So we did not raise them as puppies, as dogs. We raised them as wolves. Also, there was a dog in there also. Kai helped raise them because there's certain things that I as a human don't understand about canine behavior. And only another canine could discipline them that way and show them how to be a canine. And the dog is canine familiaris, Canis familiaris, Canis lupus familiaris, where these guys are Canis lupus. Okay, so you can see very, very close. So anyway, that's why they're close here, because they're not afraid of you, because they were raised by humans. Okay, they weren't raised in the wild, far away from human beings. Yes.
Why are they pacing? What does that mean? But what is it about them pacing?
They're trying to get themselves together. If this fence wasn't here, they'd be right in there.
Right.
So they're trying to figure out who's going to get the food first. Okay, trying to maneuver. You know, it's almost like your
Strategy.
yeah, little strategy there, because there's nobody here is more dominant. Well, yes, that's Nakai. He tries. He's the baby brother, so he's probably the lowest rank in here. But we don't really have an alpha. Their brother, sister, and it depends on who happens to be at that time. Who's going to be the one who's does it? That's why they fight a lot, because they're equal. They're equal. Though he thinks he's equal. Okay. So.
not yet. Well, yeah, but not yet. Over there. There you
go. Okay. What I'm giving them is just gizzards from chicken gizzards. And the doing the way I'm doing it is because I don't want, he was a loner, okay? What you're seeing is group dynamics right now, okay? It's whoever happens to get it first gets it. If you drop it, you'll lose it. It might be mine now, and that's why you see them maneuvering around. So what I'm trying to do is get it so that they're separate and they get all their pieces, okay? And this is a group dynamic. When they're in the wild and they take down a kill, okay, let's say they take a deer down or a bison, what they'll do is the mom and the dad, which are the alpha, the leaders, will eat first. And maybe the highest ranking juvenile, okay, will eat first. The rest will respect and kind of stay away, though they're all trying to get there. All the way down to the omega, who's the lowest ranking wolf, who may not eat at all until the whole pack is gone. All right, it's just the way it is, all right? Different from humans in that sense, because mom and dad want to make sure the children eat first before if something happens like that. It's not with wolves. Mom and dad eat first, and then it goes down the pecking order. All right, that's what you're seeing right here. And what I'm trying to do is stop it so that you don't see a fight go on. Because if I just threw the food down in one pile, we're going to be fighting to say who gets that food. Same thing, it's like if you guys haven't had a meal for 5 days. You haven't eaten for 5 days. Now there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 children here, okay? You haven't eaten, you're all together, haven't eaten for 5 days, and all of a sudden, someone sees them one McDonald's hamburger. Now you guys say, well, let's cut that in 10 little pieces, okay, so that we can each get a share. Are you all gonna run over there first and grab it first? Because you're really hungry, okay? You probably, I would suspect, you're gonna run and try and eat it, right? Before everybody else, because you're starving, okay? That's what they're doing, okay? We probably, hopefully, you would say, oh, let's share this, okay? Let's cut it in 10 pieces and each get a little bit of it. But that's what makes us humans different from wolves, okay? In that sense, all right? But that's what you're seeing here is a dynamic. Now, the Kai, these two grew up together, so there was always that dynamic of, okay? He grew up by himself. There was never any competition. Okay, so whenever we gave him food, sometimes he'd leave it. He says, I'm not ready for it. He'd leave it there. No one else was going to get it. So that's why right now, he's a little leery right now because, one, he's afraid of men. That's a big problem. And he's getting better. But that's why I try to do this, because if I throw it, he's always going to lose. He's always going to lose because he's kind of like saying, it should be there, it's fine. If he drops it, he says, well, I'll pick it up. She's going to go right after and pick up the food. Because it's like, you drop it, you lose, okay? And that's what this all, and that's why I calculate when I do this. Sometimes I do well, sometimes I don't.